Good morning students, welcome to your English class. Today we are going to do the explanation of lesson 6 conditionals. Read these sentences. Dear students, as you can see that a few sentences are given here. We have to read them first and after that we'll move on to the explanation. Sentence number 1. Rice grows well here if there is enough water. If I cannot meet you, I will call you before I leave the city. If I had been present, I would have known about the quiz competition. Sentence number 4. If they had gone to the grocery store, they would have bought some flour. The words in bold are conditionals, clauses. Dear students, as you can see that in these sentences, some part of the sentence is given in bold color. These parts are conditional clauses. They are showing a type of condition on which the other thing would happen. Conditional clauses are a type of adverbial clause. They express condition. They are subordinate or dependent adverbial clauses of condition. They are also known as if clauses because we frequently use if to express a condition. For example, if it is sunny tomorrow, we will go for a picnic. Now, dear students, here it's been said that conditional clauses are the type of adverbial clause. They express conditions and they can be subordinate or dependent adverbial clause of condition. They are also known as if clause. Why we call them as if clause? We call them as if clause because generally we start our sentence or we express the condition with if. For example, if it is sunny tomorrow, the condition is being given that if there will be sun tomorrow, the weather condition would be sunny, then only we will go for a picnic. Now we will talk about different types of conditional clauses. The zero conditional. Read these sentences. First is the zero conditional clause. Now, firstly we will read out these sentences and then we will move on to the definition of zero conditional clause. If I do not sleep on time, my headache. Sentence number 2, ask Minnie to guide you if you don't know the way. Here, the condition is being shown with the bold color part of the sentence. We use the zero conditional if clause to show that something will definitely result because of something else. We use it for general truths when an event always occurs and when something is considered standard practice. Here, zero conditional is the clause which is used, dear students, which is used to show that something would definitely happen as a result of something else. It is used generally to show general truths. Whenever we talk about a condition or a phenomena which would definitely result of something, some action, that is called the zero conditional. Now, here as you can see this a table has been given. The zero conditional table, this is a zero conditional table because this table is showing us the forms of zero condition. Verbs. Verb in if clause. Here we are talking about verbs in if clause. Verb in main clause. Dear students, as we all know that whenever we form conditional sentences, uh, that particular type of sentence consists of one main clause and one subordinate clause, or we can say the conditional clause. If we are having present tense in the if clause, then we would definitely have present tense in the main clause. If we are having present tense in if clause, then the main clause can have imperative sentence. The first conditional. Now, the second type of conditional is the first conditional. Read these sentences. If Samir is free, he will join us for dinner. You should reach Jamuna Banquets if you continue straight on this road. We use the first conditional or type 1 if clause to talk about a situation that is likely to happen. It expresses an open condition or possibility. We use it to give permission, commands, and advice and denote ability. It is also used for things that are likely to occur. Dear students, the first conditional, or we can say type 1 if clause, is used to show the situation where things are likely to happen. It is used to express an open condition or possibility. It also tells us about permission, commands, and advice. And it also denotes ability of a person or a particular situation. This table shows us forms of verbs in the first conditional. Now, as we have discussed about the forms of verbs in zero conditional, now we will talk about verbs in the first conditional. If clause will contain present tense, in that situation, verb in main clause will have will plus bare infinitive. What are bare infinitive, dear students? Bare infinitives are the verbs which do not have to with them. We only use the first form of the verb. If the clause if is containing present tense or present continuous tense, the main verb will definitely have modal verbs or imperatives. The second conditionals. Read these sentences. She would try to help her friend if she knew the truth. If I had an umbrella, I would not get wet. Here, as you can see, there are few sentences given, and these sentences consist of some bold part. These bold parts are second conditional clauses. Here the definition is telling us that we use the second conditional or type 2 if clause to talk about a situation that is unlikely to happen. In the first conditional, we were talking about the situation where things were likely to happen. But in the second conditionals, we talk about the conditions where things are unlikely to happen or they are just imaginary. The past tense is in the type 2 if clause expresses an unreal or improbable condition. It is unlikely that it will be fulfilled. Here, as it is said, dear students, that past tense, if the past tense are used in type 2 conditional clauses, then what will happen? It will express an unreal or improbable condition. This table shows us the forms of the verbs in the second conditional. Now here, as you can see, the table is given and it is showing us the forms of verbs. If the if clause is having a past tense, Then in the main clause we would have would plus bare infinitive. If the clause if is consisting of past continuous tense, then the main clause would have could, would, might plus bare infinitive. Now we will talk about the third conditional. Read these sentences. If I had answered correctly, our team would have won the quiz. We would have completed the work if we had more time. We use the third conditional or type 3 if clause to refer to an unreal condition in the past. Here, as you can understand by the first sentence of this third conditional, that we talk about the things which did not take place in the past, but we are thinking about the things that if they would have happened in the past, then what would be the condition in the present. It implies that if things had happened differently in the past, the result would have been different. See, as I have explained you, here also they are telling us that type 3 conditions tell us about the past, that if the things would have happened in a different way or the things would have happened differently, the result would also have been different. The past perfect tense in the type 3 if clause refers to situation in the past and is therefore only hypothetical. Here it is being said that past perfect tense express type 3 if clauses and it refers to past situations only. That's why they are only hypothetical. They are not in real, they are only imaginative. Now the table is given which is showing us the forms of verbs in the third conditional. We can use the if clause at the beginning or at the end of the sentence. If it is at the beginning, it is always followed by a comma. Dear students, as it has been said here that if clause can be used in the beginning of a sentence or at the end of a sentence. If we are using if clause at the beginning, we will also use a comma. Then only we will add the main clause to it. See, now we will talk about the table which is given here. In the if clause, the verb will be in past perfect tense, and in the main clause, the verb would contain would have plus past participle form of the verb. Now we will read the sentences which are given below. If the chairman approves the plan, the project will begin. Sentence number 2. The project will begin if the chairman approves the plan. See, as it is being told here that if clauses can be used in the beginning of a sentence also, and they can also be added at the end of the sentence. Now that's all for today, dear students. I hope you all have understood this lesson nicely. Thank you and have a good day.